Shalom, shalom. Call Haloyim Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. And Shanya Kabad, Kadawala Rakwab, the Kwanyam Nawa, Wa Shalayakim Nawa. That's double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. And Shalawam Wa Barakim Labakarim Shalyasharala. That's peace and blessings to the elect of Israel. And as always, may a double portion of the Holy Spirit be put upon all the brothers that are still offering your bodies as a living sacrifice, pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. So really quickly, I just wanted to make a video concerning instruction. Not even sure at this point what exactly I'm going to name this video, the title that is, but basically the inspiration through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai came to me to just speak about briefly instruction and how important it is to receive instruction from people that have done it before you, that know about it, that have gone through experiences that you could possibly end up in. Just because it seems like every single day, or really, to be realistic, every other week, I'm just going through more and more lessons, and I'm understanding how important it is to just receive instruction, once again, from people that have already done it, because that's another way that you can gain wisdom. Of course, the number one way that you gain wisdom is by going through your own personal experiences. And whether that experience was so-called good or so-called bad, then no matter what, you come out of it learning, and you gain some kind of knowledge through that experience, which now becomes wisdom to you. But you can also gain wisdom by learning and receiving instruction from people that have already done it. So now you don't have to go through the same mistakes. And it seems like that's the lesson that I'm learning, I guess, every week it seems like. So I just wanted to speak about that briefly through the scriptures, especially because this will help us out in these end days. This is the book of Proverbs 19, verse 20. It says, "Hear counsel and receive instruction, that thou mayest be wise in thy latter end." Now, of course, we know that we are quickly approaching the time of Jacob's trouble, the time of martial law and economic collapse. All these said perils are going to be happening in the end days. We like to use the word anarchy. The word anarchy means no rule. That's the time that we're coming into. Now, in order to be stable in these latter days, then we have to have what? Wisdom and knowledge. That's going to keep us stable. Now, where do we gain that wisdom and the knowledge? One, from these scriptures and by the inspiration of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And two, we have people on earth that are moved by the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that have done this, that have been in the ministry far longer than a lot of us, to be honest, and we can receive instruction from them. Like as an example, and then we're going to look up this word instruction. As an example, if you're starting a business and you've never done it before, cool. You may get your logo and you have your title, or you have the name of your business and you incorporated it. It's an LLC in your state. Everything is fine. Now, the next steps to do is to find potentially an advisor. So if you're starting a restaurant, what you want to do is you want to find someone that started a restaurant already and is successful in that business. Because now you can receive instruction from that person and you can learn about all their pitfalls, where they may have failed, what they've done wrong, and how they came out of it. So now you can know what not to do. You can avoid those same very mistakes that that person, your advisor, made. And now you're able to just go a little bit more smooth. Your path, there we go, that's the word I'm thinking of. Your path is going to be just a little bit more smooth because you hearkened and you received instruction from that wise man that already done it before you. Not saying that it's going to be perfect, but once again, that's why I'm trying to be really, I'll just say, choice with my words. Your path is going to be just a little bit more smooth because you received instruction. And we can liken that into these end days that we're coming into. Everything we're doing right now is to build up our spirit. To build up our spirit, we have to receive instruction. And in order to receive instruction, we have to get it from people, men of the Lord in this case, that have been in this ministry for far longer than us. If your apostles, your elders say something to you, or even just a brother, in your camp that's over you, receive instruction and understand what they're telling you is for the betterment of you. It's for your salvation. All right, and it's going to benefit you in these latter days. Let's look up that word instruction really quickly. Once again, it said, hear counsel and receive instruction. The word instruction is mawasar. And it says discipline, chastening, or correction. Because you may be receiving instruction and it may be reproof. You may actually be doing something wrong. And a brother steps to you and lets you know exactly what you're doing. Look, I've been through that. I've done it before. You don't want to do that. This is the path you're headed down. And it's for correction. It's for your admonishment. Don't do it anymore. Now, this is the path that you need to be on. Now, you, as a man that listens, as a man that's genuine in his truth, you are to receive that instruction and understand that it's going to benefit you later on in these end days. Let's jump over to now, actually, like I said, and if I didn't say it before, you could type in the word instruction, and there are so many verses that pop up, especially in the book of Proverbs. But majority of where you're going to find this word instruction, we'll say in the Old Testament, is in the book of Proverbs, the first chapter. So we're going to read verses 1 through maybe 7 or 8. So verse 1 says, the Proverbs of Solomon, the son of David, king of Israel, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding, to receive the instruction of wisdom, justice and judgment and equity, because that's basically what wisdom is going to teach you. By receiving instruction, you gain wisdom, and you'll learn justice and judgment and equity. You have discretion, you have discernment. All these characteristics, or I'm just going to say these traits, are given to you by wisdom. But wisdom has to come by receiving instruction, or once again, by going through experiences, which is still being instructed. Let's look up this word instruction really quickly on Edom Online. Oof, damn. All right, that was crazy. This is the word, and I don't know what I'm typing in. Instruction on Edom Online. Let's see what it says. It's the action or process of teaching. The action or process of teaching, and that's the spirit, because we're going to jump into the New Testament and get a quick example of this. But if someone is telling you something for your betterment, now we're going to liken it into this ministry. If someone is telling you something for your own salvation, that's that person teaching you and letting you know basically what not to do so that you can avoid death. That's exactly what it is. That's the whole purpose of us having people over us that's watching out, watching over the flock. They're teaching you and giving you that instruction of what not to do, or we can say what to do. All right, and that's how you get wisdom. Now, verse 4 says, to give subtlety to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. A wise man will hear and will increase in learning, and a man of understanding shall attain unto wise counsels. To understand a proverb and the interpretation, the words of the wise and their dark sayings, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. And fools are basically regarded as the 2/3, or the 2/3, that was backwards, are regarded as fools. Why? Because they despise wisdom and instruction. What did the scriptures say? My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You lack the knowledge because you're not receiving instruction. Instruction from men that are doing nothing else but teaching you how to actually live, how to live by hearkening unto the words of the Lord, receiving the instructions of this manual. That's basically what the Bible is. It's an instruction manual in how to live, how to receive life everlasting. That's exactly what it is. But 2/3 are haughty, prideful, don't want to listen. And moreover, we understand on a higher level by wisdom that it's just their lot. It's their lot not to receive, which means that we have to always stay blessed and understand that we could. It's a lot. That's my work phone. Had to pause it. But what I was saying was we have to always remember and stay blessed that we could be on that other side. We have to stay blessed in knowing that the Lord, and these times, as it is right now, chose us to be a part of this ministry, and he gave us this knowledge, and he allowed us to receive instruction. He allowed us to have that open mind to receive instruction. Now, that's it on Proverbs. Let's jump over to the book of Acts, chapter 8. We'll read this and then close out. Acts 8, around verse 30. Let's see. We'll start at verse 27. Verse 26. And the angel of the Lord spake unto Philip, saying, Arise, and go toward the south unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is desert. And he arose and went, and behold, a man of Ethiopia, an eunuch. It doesn't say an Ethiopian, it says a man of Ethiopia, because this was an Israelite that was born in Ethiopia, an eunuch of great authority under Candace, queen of the Ethiopians, who had the charge of all their treasure, and had come to Jerusalem for to worship. So this was an Israelite born in Ethiopia. Was returning and sitting in his chariot, reading Isaiah the prophet. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, Go near and join thyself to this chariot. And Philip ran thither to him, and heard him reading the prophet Isaiah, and said, Understandest thou what thou readest? And he said, How can I? Meaning, how can I understand it? I'm just reading it. I'm not sure. How can I understand it except some man should guide me? And he desired Philip that he would come up and sit with him. The place of the scripture which he read was this. And of course, it goes on, and we know the rest. But the point is that what? In order for you to actually gain the understanding of these scriptures, and this can be applied to really anything in life, Salakia. Just excited to make this video because I've been thinking about this for a few weeks now. But in order for you to gain understanding of these scriptures and anything in life, you have to be guided. You have to have someone to instruct you. Now, you can do it yourself, but doing it yourself just increases the chances of you failing. That's all it's coming down to. If you want to increase the probability of success, you have to be guided and receive instruction by someone that's already done it, or that is doing it, and that is successful in it. In this ministry, we can liken that into brothers that are over you, that have been in this for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 plus years. Our apostles, 25, 30 plus years. Let's look up this word guide really quickly in verse 31. Remember, it says, and he said, How can I except some man guide me? How can I gain understanding unless some man guide me? The word guide in Greek is somewhere along the lines of hagadeo, hodageo. But it says to be a guide, lead on one's way, to be a guide or a teacher, to give guidance. And there you go, to be a teacher. It lines right up with what the word instruction meant on Etymology Dictionary. The word instruction was action or process of teaching. When you teach somebody, you're guiding them. When somebody is guiding somebody else, they're teaching them. It goes hand in hand. So if you're that person that's being guided or being taught, that means you're receiving instruction. You're receiving instruction, which gives you understanding. When you have understanding, you gain wisdom. And wisdom and knowledge is going to keep you stable in these end days. You see how all that's like a full circle? It's a full circle that's going to keep you unto receiving salvation, basically. So that's it, basically. And I pray that the elect was edified. And Salakia, if my thoughts were just everywhere, I hope that this was kind of unified and you understood the point that I was making through the Spirit. It's all about receiving instruction. And if a man of the Lord tells you something, just hearken. Just listen. Like, it's not hard. Just listen and be quiet and take heed to what that person is saying to you. It just may be that those words may help lead you to everlasting life. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Dash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.